What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for a live show. The last post-friendly live show. The next one will be on Monday, and it's for real because we would have played Parma by then. We're gonna talk about obviously the game and everything that came with the game. We're gonna talk about the latest updates and yeah, maybe a little bit about the start of this. No, not maybe. 100% about the start of the Serie. But Norbert, how are you? How are you doing? Excited that it's back?
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. I still like Juventus, and nothing changed. So yeah, 1 week, 1 weekend a little bit, and we're gonna see the first game, and yeah, I'm excited.
Because of the Club World Cup, it feels like there was no real break, right? Or for us,
Yeah,
or for me,
it's been like
for me, it feels like
3 weeks. Yeah,
because preseason was just like it was basically like there was no break really. Like it was immediately preseason again, so kind of odd feeling. And actually, next season there's a World Cup, right? So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of football, to talk about. Hopefully, we can talk about good things for finally for once on this channel, or you can make it sound good. So my first question is, we'll talk about the game and individuals because Koopmeiners on the thumbnail because I want to talk about Koopmeiners, but I want to ask a question first because I think it's well, somebody told me it's controversial because I did my match reaction yesterday and my thing was I said we're ready for Parma, not for the season. And somebody said even when we win, you find something negative. I don't think it's negative. I think it's realistic. Parma is next week at home. The season is 55 games or like 50 games. That's a big difference. So to you, the question: are you ready for Parma and are we ready for the season?
I think we are definitely ready for Parma, but you just need to look at the bench to understand. Like. If any of the big guns, I mean Yildiz or Bremer goes down, we are so cooked. It's not even funny. The bench is horribly weak, and in the back, even our starting, starting 11 is kind of weak. So we are ready for Parma because Parma is not one of those teams, but definitely not ready for the season. So we need few signings for sure.
Antonio, I've seen the Zhegrova link. Yeah, Vega, but the other ones, Colomani, yeah. O'Reilly. Excuse me. I thought, who the hell was that? It's O'Reilly. Yeah, we will talk about that later on. Are you more worried about? Because maybe I missed it because I was checking something. Are you more worried about the quality of the 11, of the maybe the 11 as well, but the quality of the backups, or more so the we don't have any backups maybe in certain positions, or is it like a combination? Because for example, Romeo said really quickly, Kostic, Tudor likes him. He thinks he's a perfect deputy of Cambiasso, but then yesterday he came on and he literally cost us a goal because he's not good, you know. So what is the worry for you?
Yeah, so for me the backline is obviously horrible. We talked about it many times, and also the backups are super weak on many positions, and I'm super worried about if someone goes down, what are we going to do? Especially like if Bremer, Yildiz, or Cambiasso goes down, because Cambiasso looks to be back in a way. Like he plays a lot more
as well.
Yeah. And Joao Mario is also like so far so good. We expected that he's good up front, but 2 preseason games, 2 assists. He can run. Let's see how can he defend. But the squad is weak in general for a season with Champions League and everything.
Do you maybe in between, but do you believe the story from Gyokeres? Atalanta asked for Kostic yesterday evening, and the club basically said, no, we don't really need your money for a player out of contract because Tudor thinks he can do a job, to replace Cambiaso. Because I mean, Romeo is Romeo, but I find that just mind-boggling to me. From one Tudor's perspective, like you always say, he's been a defender. Like, how can you do that? But also from the club's perspective, you look at the contract, saying no to even if it's like 5-6 million. I find it very strange. I find it very strange, in my opinion. Is it because they're scared that they need to invest heavily in a new player in that position, and it's not really in their plans, or like because I don't even Kostic believes that he's staying at this point.
I think, yeah, I really don't get it. I always talk about it, and now again I have to bring it up. But Tudor was a defender. How can he like what he sees from Kostic? He has nothing going forward. He only he's cross stitch at the end of the day. He can only cross, and even then, like every 50 to 60 crosses is good. And I think, yeah, I really don't know. I don't think we want to deal with this right now. I think they told Tudor that this is what we have. Kostic might stay if there is no actual offer. And yeah, I just can't believe it. Like, really, the Cambiaso is down, and we're in such a big mess.
I mean, I agree in this, Matthew. Thank you for super chat, but that this comes actually in what we're saying. Is there a plan to outscore? Is the plan to outscore everyone? Because the lack of interest in beefing up the defense is really concerning. I think, Matthew, I think everyone agree. Like, even if we disagree on other things, I think everyone agrees on, maybe not on which individual, but in general. I think Matthew is right. Like, I think everybody is concerned that we're not giving it a go to invest in the backline. I saw Midfield link us with a Nice player. I was like, who? Like, what? Like, what the hell is this? Like, yesterday was a perfect example. I'll bring the example of Gatti wasn't fit. He is not up to, and Bremer as well. But Gatti felt something, nothing, but like that can happen throughout the season. And Bremer maybe cannot play full 90 minutes. So that means it's 1-0 away to Atalanta. Match day, I don't know, 4. I'm just making it up right now. It's 1-0. You bring in Kalulu and Kostic. That happens. It's 1-1. You drop 2 points. That's my concern, because they're going to play a lot, these backup players. And I already have difficulties to trust the starting players. When people say they're good backups, I don't know. Like, a good backup should give me peace of mind when they come on. These players stress me out, and yesterday was proof. Like, they're rash, they don't think, they make boneheaded mistakes, and it's gonna cost you throughout the season. Because if you play one game a week, then maybe, if you're lucky, they all say fit enough to play one game a week. But we do not play one game a week, and on top of that, there's international breaks. Gatti gets called up. Bremer probably will get called up again. Maybe Kalulu, because he got called. Like, these players will get called. Like, they play more than just for us. They train other away from us. Like Rugani, Kostic, they're all gonna play a significant amount of minutes. And at the end of the day, it's just gonna cost us. So yeah, I agree, Matthew. I'm just shocked. Like, I'm really, really shocked that we're not doing that. And on top of that, we're actually saying, no, we want to keep Kostic. That makes it even more confusing, because I thought those are one of the, like, him, Diallo, Arthur, like, they were first on the list to get, removed, and they're still here.
So Kostic was the most dribbled through defender, right, in the World Cup. Like, they went through him the most. Who was a good sub? Asamoah. Whenever he came on,
he can play every position.
Yeah, he could play in the midfield. He could play as a back, wing back. So yeah, he was a good sub. I miss those days. But yeah, Rugani, and yesterday as well, Kostic. Oh my God, he was like flying. with a tackle the wrong direction, and yeah, it's. I just really hope it's going to be a healthy season, because otherwise it's going to be a long one for sure.
Someone said give credit to let's give credit to under fire Kelly, who had a great preseason. I think he's been okay preseason.
Yeah.
And my soul, no. Do I trust him to play fantastic throughout 90 minutes every single week? Basically, no. Like, like I want to believe, I really want, because I'm desperate, but I don't see it. At the end of the day, like when a player is not good enough, it will show. At one point, it's going to show, and it's going to fall apart. Like that's how football works. Otherwise, you just sign a lot of quote unquote bad players, and you try to make them good. You can improve Kelly probably to up to 1 point, but it's going to show when you play better teams. Atalanta, not so good this season. I don't think they're going to be very, very good. They lack quite a few things, especially at the back. I think they're very poor at the back. But I mean, the back line is what it is. It maybe it's Vega, but it all depends on who the hell is going to leave. Are we going to Savona? Is the Premier League coming in for Kelly? And other than that, Vega's not coming in. So I already made my peace that back line is going to stay the way it is. So am I stressed? Yeah, but like,
It is what it
I will
is.
stress about that from September. I will stress more right now about you're selling maybe Douglas, Nico, and we need cover up top. And what about Vlahovic? I'm gonna stress about that in the next couple of days. Yeah, Spiros doesn't believe that story, and I'm with you as well. What are your expectations for David at Juve? 18 GA, 15 goals, 8 assists, 20 plus GA. Just curious from a new Canadian subscriber. Well, appreciate you subscribed. If we sign Colomani, because I saw again people complaining about Jonathan David, his link-up play is top notch, and I know I want a striker or an attacker in the box. I do. I think we all do. But the way we play right now, without Colomani up top and with Conceição, who is very inconsistent in my opinion, again, he's not going to get a lot of opportunities in around the box. However, what he's asked to do, and Tudor came out, he said he's learning, because this is very physical what we're asking him to do right now, and it's not like at Lille. For now, he added Tudor. He specifically said, for now, that's what I'm asking him to do, and he's doing that job, in my opinion. If Tudor asked him to stay in the box and he was missing chance after chance or being late in crosses and whatever, making the wrong runs, I would come on and be like, okay, he's going to need to take some time to adapt. But Tudor came out and he said, I'm asking him to do this. And what he's asked to do, he's doing well. Obviously, if you bring in Colomani and it's January and yet a 5 GA, then it's not working out, is it? But for now, I'm calm, because I need to see it when Colomani comes in, because I believe if Colomani comes in, Conceição will be benched.
Yeah, but then we don't have a striker who can come in. I agree that Conceição, yeah, but that's a big waste, and I don't know if we want a player who doesn't have motivation.
I mean, it's a waste, but right now that's how we're heading in that direction. So if he stays, he's going to play Vlahovic. He's going to bring him in as a sub. It's going to happen.
But yeah, Colomani and David can be really good together. Everyone's saying it, and I think the same. I think together they can have the perfect chemistry as well. And oh my, yeah. And imagine Conceição coming in like 60th, 70th minute with his with his speed and everything on a tired defense. That can be a lot better, I think.
Where is to answer Rob's question? What do you think about total GA? I think he means all competitions as well.
Yeah, I think 20 is realistic.
Okay, so I don't think he's gonna get 20. I will be happy with.
Listen, 12 goals and 8 assists, for example, is not that much.
It's not that much, but the way I think we're shaping up, or the team we're trying to be, I don't think he's gonna get that. But if he gets that, fantastic. I was thinking about like 17 or so. It's not far off, but I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah.
But let's see. It will change when Koopmeiners comes in. That's for sure. If Koopmeiners comes, I'm gonna say if Koopmeiners comes in.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the guy on the thumbnail, and that's Koopmeiners, because he played well. We've all criticized him fairly. He should have been criticized because he was poor. I thought yesterday he was very good. He was one of the best players out there. He was. People will say no, but he was. Like I said, I think Kelly played a good game. Koopmeiners was really good. The interesting thing is, it's as a regista. It's not close up to goal, and that basically what Koopmeiners asked himself, or what he said. Remember a couple of months ago, he said,
Yeah.
I'm not an attacking player. Like I'm a midfielder. So we got that opportunity. Tudor, 2 weeks ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, I don't know, said that it's going to be Bremer's and Koopmeiners its season. The bar is very low for Koopmeiners, so maybe that's a positive for him, because every positive thing he does will reflect good on him, because he's shown just negative things last season. I thought yesterday, like winning the ball back, putting pressure on players, stepping in when he was allowed to step in, and Tudor and Thuram said, like, he was on time, he was on point every single time. Is this the future for Koopmeiners? Is this the way you can revive him and actually make a useful player out of him? Because we play, like I said, basically midweek. It's going to be packed again, and it's going to be in a shorter amount of time because of the Club World Cup and international games as well. Giving Locatelli a rest, is this the way for Koopmeiners to go?
Yeah, but again, we spent so much money on him, and it feels like this is still not enough for me. He played good.
It's not enough.
But,
I agree.
Yeah. And again, we don't have anyone on the midfield. Like we have Thuram, we have Locatelli, and we have Koopmeiners who can play in that double pivot, because like who else is there? McKennie, I really don't want to see him play too much. And then I have a feeling that Miretti, his role will be up top behind the strikers. So I'm still a little confused. Because these three names sounds good if Koopmeiners is keeping up, and actually he can play like this the entire season. But I still I don't know. But yeah, let's see.
But
I just hope he's gonna keep it up.
If Miretti is staying, he's obviously going to play closer up top. You also have McKennie. I don't think he's going to see a lot of minutes this season. But I mean, we like Tudor. Yeah, Tudor. Motta tried everything with Koopmeiners. On the right. Between behind the strikers, like everything basically. And for the first time since he signed us, really, I think you can come out of the game and be like, okay, he played well. Like he just played well. Is it basic? Fine, but he needs to start somewhere in terms of finding his confidence back. You can play him behind the strikers for the next 10 games. If it's gonna look bad for the next 10 games compared to this, you take that, and somebody said it's because he played to Atalanta. He played away to Atalanta. That's why he played well. But last season he played there and he wasn't that good. He missed a couple of chances. Remember that game? Earlier on, like the runs were good, but like on the ball it wasn't good. I thought yesterday on the ball it was also good. Like he made the right decisions for once, consistently. I mean, Tudor's not going to give up on him, and if that's the only way to revive him, then that's it.
My issue is just Locatelli was so good last year. One of the best players actually, and So you're gonna bench him to try to revive Koopmeiners, or you're gonna bench 50, 60 million player like Koopmeiners on the bench? It's just I don't
Well,
know.
it's a tough one, but I think it's better to shoehorn him into a position that's just gonna be
Yeah,
like completely useful. Like he's gonna, if you stuck him on the right again, like he's gonna play against you. It's not gonna work.
yeah.
Edgar saying you cannot replace Locatelli will concede 5. I completely disagree with that. I think Koopmeiners will do perfectly fine job defensively because he is like he should be
And
strong and positional awareness. He has that. It's just the
if
confidence
you
is low.
if you watch carefully, like he continuously the one who says when to pressure and who to pressure, and he's the one triggering the pressure.
He played center back as well in the like for us, but like in the
Yeah,
past, he can defend. He has that awareness, like he
yeah.
does. So I'm not scared. It's more the mindset I'm scared about, rather than because Locatelli, when we first played him, I think everybody was like, "Oh no, what are we going to do?" Right?
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
everyone was like excited when we play Locatelli in that position. So you could have applied the same thing. Oh, he has no awareness. We're going to concede every single week. We conceded, but it
I
wasn't because of Locatelli.
I felt like that for Locatelli for 2 years. Only like the last year was truly what we expected from him. So
And he
we'll
still
see.
gets a lot of stick from the
Yeah,
fans.
yeah,
Yeah, and I agree. Joe, he's not gonna take Locatelli's spot next week. It's not going to happen. Or like
yeah,
I don't think anyone believes it's going to happen. But I think that's a way to revive him. And maybe down the line, Tudor's like, okay, well, let's give it another go. And maybe just pure on confidence, you'll picks it up. I don't know. But right now, I think minute 60, you come like I just that's it. I think that's the only way we can Tudor can revive him because actually yesterday that was a Koopmeiners I just want to see like better, but I mean he was involved and he was positively involved. That's what usually I
yeah,
watch him last season. I was like, or it's a negative thing, or he pops up and I was like, I forgot you were playing. I really did. How many times last season that I came on and people in the chat and was like, I forgot he was playing until like he made a mistake or something. I was like, huh, you're out there. Yesterday, I knew he was out there because he picked up the
yeah.
space perfectly. Like he understood the position. And I was shocked because he comes from far in terms of mindset, mentality. Like it's deep, and he knows it's not good, and he knows he got booed, and he knows the criticism. Like he knows everything, and he knows it's not good enough. So I don't know. We just need to hope, like you said, 60 million. Like you just need to hope it comes good in some way, because that's a lot of money. And I mean, Vlahovic and Nico Gonzalez. Like how many times? Like we cannot do this over and over again.
And
Even if it's
even last year,
semi-decent, and you can sell them next season with some value. But you go.
yeah, yeah. Even last year when he was bad, he made those runs in the box and arrived at the time, and yesterday as well. Even like he played as a regista, but he still arrived at that beautiful attack when he almost scored.
Oh
And
yeah,
that wasn't the only one. He arrived multiple times. So yeah, I guess I would, to be honest, I would play Thuram first behind the strikers, then try Koopmeiners again. So I understand, and it is what it is. He needs to sit, I guess. That's the only way.
he's not like.
He needs to get back his confidence for sure.
Can you blame Tudor for not giving up on Koopmeiners? Because
No.
fans watch him for a season, but like Tudor had him for like 9 games, and the Club World Cup. I mean, he wasn't really fit as well. So I cannot really blame Tudor for saying I will give it a go. I just I can't. I
Yeah,
understand Tudor for not giving up.
yeah, and he knows him. Like he coached Verona, he coached Lazio. He saw him actually playing good before, so he knows what he's capable of. And yeah, slowly but surely, I hope he gets back his confidence. And I need to come back. My camera is gone again.
Yeah, you need to give it.
Oh,
Oh no, it's
I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. It's one game. It's a friendly. I thought the intensity was actually pretty good for for a friendly. Didn't feel like it was a friendly, but at the end of the day, it
Yeah, yeah.
was a friendly. So, I mean, intensity wise, it will go up again. But I thought it was already a decent level of intensity to prep for next week. And it's good. It's against Atalanta again, Serie A team, because that gets you already in the groove. I think
Yeah.
more so. Okay, we talked about Koopmeiners. He will get the shot, and we will see in which capacity and how many times and whatever. So, um, let's move on from that topic. What I do want to move on to is, oh, I thought I saw it in the chat, but what I do want to move on to is, we talked about that backline and whatever, and overall, is it good enough or not good enough? Um, how how far do you think Bremer is in his coming back scale? Because Tudor said like he
Hmm.
needed those 90 minutes, but he's not at his old level. I thought like he wasn't talking about. He was talking more about intensity, because the question was like he was going back into challenges, because Bremer said I was scared 2 weeks ago against Reggiana. I was like at early stages I was a bit scared. So that was basically the question, and he said, well, he's not ready completely, but he's getting back up there. However, I still need to manage his minutes. He said,
Yeah.
but how good do you see him already compared to, what was it, a year ago almost?
Yeah, I don't think that he's that far. Yeah, for me, he's like what 75% ish in my head. He needs his minutes, so he get back into like 100% fitness wise. Because still at the end of the games, he looked tired. But yeah, I think he's gonna be okay and get back to 100% in a few games. So I'm not
Do
worried.
you do you think I was because we're talking about that backline again. If if everybody's fit, the entire squad is fit at the back. What do you think is going to be the starting backline in Tudor's mind? Like, if he needs to pick, everybody's fit. He needs to pick one backline for the biggest game of the season, whatever. What do you think he's going with? Because I think right now everybody has his own
Yeah.
idea. So I want to hear what you think.
So I don't like Gatti too much. So I will say Kelly, Bremer, and Kalulu. And left wing back is Cambiasso, and right wing back picks itself. It's Joao Mario. So yeah, for me, Kalulu is better than Gatti. And unfortunately, Kelly is the only one who can play on the left, so he has to play.
Is that like, when you say that, and Cambiasso is picking up, but defensively, Cambiasso is awareness. I don't think it will ever be perfect,
Yeah.
but nor is Joao Mario's one. And Kalulu has a mistake in him, and Kelly has mistakes in him.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going? Like,
Yeah.
that's why I think Gatti is going to play. I think he's going to start
Mhm.
Gatti. If he needs to pick one, I think he's going to play Gatti. I think Kalulu will be used in another capacity. I think Gatti is going to play under Tudor with Bremer and Kelly for now. So I'm slightly different on
Okay.
that one. I think he's going to play Gatti Bremer.
It's
That's
just
just a feeling I have.
Gatti as well yesterday with his positioning is like, oh my god, how he don't understand how to get under a ball and stuff like that is just annoying me so much.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
weird.
can't say his name. Yeah.
That was weird. He did that a couple of times
Yeah.
yesterday.
Now
Like, where
that's him. He did it last year as well. I don't know.
he misjudged a couple of like long balls as well, where it's like,
Yeah.
it's very long on its way, like, and he was a bit too early or a bit too late. Maybe he's not 100% fit, which he isn't. He was out for quite a
Yeah.
while, but I mean, People know what I think about Gatti. I don't think he's the best of defenders. Like, not at all. But he's what we have, and I think Tudor is going to play him ahead of everyone else that we have at the back for now. That can change. That can change. But I think if everyone's fit on match day one, I think that's what he's going for. But I'm never at ease when the ball goes to Gatti because I know what to expect. Sometimes it looks clean, and other times
Yeah.
it looks clumsy as hell. Like I don't know which one I get, and it goes from you can play clean for 45 minutes, and the next 45 minutes it's all over the place, or it's like good and bad, and it switches off every now and then. I mean, very inconsistent when it comes to him because like
Yeah.
obviously he can defend. The thing is, he also cannot defend if that makes sense during the same game, and that's why I do not rate him because it's way too inconsistent. It's way too inconsistent.
Yeah,
But
but I want to go for outscoring the opponent, and I think Kalulu is better in that. You know, going forward.
yeah, I mean, he also tried to play a couple of times from the back Gatti yesterday, and the few times that actually worked, it's still stroke fear into me because he's like
Yeah.
he got away with a couple of things where it's like, oh, if that's against a better team that presses you, we're finished. Like
Yeah.
they're just gonna put it away very easily. So yeah, we will see when it comes to that one. But that was a Bremer question because I saw a lot of people talking about Bremer in the chat. Let's move on to a bit of transfer news because that's still going on. The player everybody wanted last summer and this summer in the chat and never was mentioned out there has been mentioned. It's Zhegrova. People in the chat, you can let me know what you think about Zhegrova. We need cover on that side. I think we already discussed that.
Yeah.
And when Jadon Sancho was close to Roma, I think everyone was like, what are we going to do? And I'm talking about both sides right now, or just behind the striker, everything, like in general. Because if you sell Nico Gonzalez, you need to replace him. I know the reports are he doesn't want to play wing back. Nico Gonzalez was not going to play wing back. If you sell Nico Gonzalez, you need cover up top. And you need cover at wing back as well because João Mario, I mean, you just need cover. It's as simple as that. You need cover at wing back. We don't have cover at wing back. Nico Gonzalez not cover at wing back. So are we selling Nico Gonzalez and we're going to get a wing back? Or are we selling Nico Gonzalez and we're going to invest in somebody up top? Because I don't know what the club really wants. Or, let me add it, are we selling Douglas Luiz? And O'Reilly will be that cover at attacking midfield, maybe playing behind the strikers, and we're signing a wing back.
No, I think wingbacks we are set. Not in my mind, but I think the management thinks on the left is Cambiasso, Kostic, and Rui, and on the right it's potentially João Mario and McKennie, and also Savona can play there, and also Kalulu can play there in a pinch. So
Rui cannot
I don't
stay.
know.
Really quickly, he cannot stay.
I understand, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think we're gonna sign a wingback. But so all of, and there are no news about it. Like we have that dude from Spain. Forgot his name. He played for. I'm not even sure. So it's like 10 million, 14 million, something like that. Cabal as well. Let's see if he's ever gonna be 100% because his rehabilitation takes forever. But I think we're gonna sign two players to play behind the strikers. Yeah, that's my answer. So I don't think we're gonna. I don't know if the Molina news are actually real.
And I don't believe it. I don't like Molina as well, but I'm not a big fan of it.
I think we should just cash in, and then let's get some players. And I like Zhegrova, for example.
A lot of people like Zhegrova. A lot of people like Zhegrova. How much do you think he's worth? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's out of contract next season, and Lille do not have an option. if that's
Yeah.
correct. So how much does they like? How much should the club max go to pay for him?
I think 20 is too much already.
Well, that's what he want. They want
15-ish.
25 ish.
Yeah, I know. 15 to 20, but 20 is really pushing it. His injury record is not the greatest, but I don't know if, for example, transfer market is trustworthy.
Yeah, he was
But
out for a very long time. He really
yeah, I just
was.
don't know
He had
what kind
surgery
of
as well.
injury. Yeah, I just don't know what is the type of injury.
Do you think he's, because that's also a topic, I bring it up because it has been discussed. Do you think he's, if you bring him in, do you think he plays Conceicao out of the team? Let's say Conceicao
No,
is number one in the depth chart.
no.
He's not
I
better
think
than
he will be
Conceicao.
he will be a sub, and because he's injury prone, he will not get injured too often because he's going to be a sub, and I think he's a good sub for a team like us.
For where we are right now, you mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, with that point I would agree. A lot of people like Zhegrova. They really, really, really like Zhegrova. I'm not as sold as many are when it comes to him. But like you said, if you get a good price, fair price, his wages are cheap, and he can be
yeah,
a squad player, then fine. But you know what my issue is? I don't think he's a starter, and I still do not believe Conceição was a starter. So that, I mean, that's for
yeah,
me personally. Then I'm looking at a position where I have two players, club I support, that I do not trust to start in that position to lead, a club. And for me, that's frustrating.
yeah.
That,
But we
and
said
maybe it's
that
not fair towards Zhegrova.
Kolo should start if he comes, and Chico can sit. So
Well, then that means then you have two players on the bench in that position.
wow,
If you sign Zhegrova as well, I mean, I
the
don't think
bench
we're
is
gonna.
big.
The reports are also very weird. Like, we're keeping an eye. I mean, if you want him, Marseille are in for him. You're not keeping an eye. Like,
Yeah,
that's. I don't understand the report as well. To be honest, if you know Marseille are pushing, then I don't understand. Like, what are you like? You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
why I'm a bit iffy with the report, if that makes any sense. Um, I would even take someone like Parisi. So no, like, he absolutely got worse ever since he joined Fiorentina, in my opinion,
Yeah.
or he didn't improve at all. So absolutely no, for me. Yeah, we do have a relationship with Lille. Maybe they take Diallo back. Maybe somehow we can scam them. I don't want Zhegrova, but for 50-80 mil, I won't lie, that's a good deal. I cannot believe that Coleman's going for Laporte and we're not. Really? Who said that?
I don't know. He wants to go to Bilbao. I don't see anything else, to be honest.
I didn't even see that, to be honest. So that's also new for me. Coleman's rich, we are poverty. Yeah, but that I agree. But yeah, I mean, it's
I
Coleman.
mean, our ownership is richer than Como. They can't spend like crazy amount of money. Like, they still FFP. Like,
Zhegrova is a nice that piece. Nice that he has a good relationship with David, but he won't be more than that. Yeah, I don't like Parisi. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I used to like Parisi, but he hasn't improved one bit. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I would have signed Ricci. Went to Milan. I still like him, and he improved. For example, but Parisi hasn't improved at all.
yeah.
Like, he
I
hasn't
wanted
improved.
Parisi when he went to Fiorentina, but now he didn't improve at all. He improved, yeah.
Do you think Zhegrova is more effective going forward than Jadon Sancho? He's more direct, for sure. Different players, He's more direct.
Yeah.
Effective? Maybe the way we want to play. Maybe, yeah,
He's more
probably.
like a Chico style,
Yeah,
no? Yeah.
yeah, but he's more composed. I'll give him that. He's more
Well,
composed.
I guess he's older. I guess that's the key. He's 28 or
Yeah,
29 or something.
no, he's 26.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's fairly young. 26 and a half, I think. He's
Yeah,
fairly
you're
young.
right. Yeah. Okay.
So he's fairly young, but he's older than I think Gonçalo was like 21, 22.
I think he turned 22, maybe. Not sure.
Yeah, it could be. He's a bit older than Conceição, so he might have matured when it comes to being composed. Because those players, they have a lot of energy. Conceição is a perfect but he cannot. I don't know, like he cannot control it. I feel at times, even yesterday,
Yeah.
like it's a random cross. It's too short. It's too long. It's a random shot. It's not playing that pass. It's holding up to the ball too long. Releasing too quickly. I'm like, oh my god. Like found some consistency or keep it simple. At one point, just keep it simple. Just make it look good, even if you're not really doing much. Just make it like. When we signed him, I wasn't a fan, and I'm still not a fan. Yeah. Next one, because I already mentioned him. You sell Douglas Luiz because I think Douglas Luiz is out, and you bring in O'Reilly. What is because if I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big O'Reilly fan. I've seen little, and when people are making comps, it's all about Celtic because last season he didn't play, so that's also weird. If we play like we want to play yesterday, for example, Yildiz dropping in passively, and Thuram overlapping because that happened a lot, I can see why the club wants an attacking midfielder. But is O'Reilly the solution or the answer? I don't know. I've not seen enough from O'Reilly. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I've seen when we were linked to him last season? When Koopmeiners, are we gonna sign up? I watched Celtic comps and somebody breaking it down, but I've not watched Celtic. And last season, I watched a couple of Brighton games, but he was injured. I cannot recall watching O'Reilly. So I cannot be a real judge on his qualities. The only thing I can judge is the idea of bringing in an attacking midfielder. I understand that, but is O'Reilly the right guy? Maybe you can tell me, or anyone in the chat, because profile-wise, maybe I get it. Player-wise, I cannot really chip in because the injury records that concerns me.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can say about that.
Unfortunately, I don't know him that well. I knew that he played for Celtic, and that's pretty much it. And I know his injury record, but yesterday he didn't play too bad.
You by watched? The stats. I didn't. I was
no.
Okay.
No.
Julian watched, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He was in the chat saying. I don't know. In the chat, he was like hating, and then he said he scored a pen. He said that doesn't change anything.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I just don't know. Brighton. Also, we don't have too much money, so I don't know. For 30, maybe.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I watch more of João Mario, or I can recall more of Porto, and that's crazy because I watch more Premier League than the Portuguese league. But I can recall more of João Mario than O'Reilly. And again, that was not a lot from João Mario, but I cannot recall vividly watching O'Reilly like real life when I would put on a game. So
O'Reilly's Danish or something?
Yeah, he's Danish.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You thought he was Scottish?
Yeah, or something.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know that as
well.
From
the islands. I thought it's like I heard it somewhere, and
like
I thought
it's and he's.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like Matty Cash. He's Polish, or McAllister, and he's
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Wait. Okay. Orion, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. If you want to join the chat with Norbert is in, Julian is in, all the other members are in, reach out to me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, the page, my personal account, whatever. Personal account would work better for me on Twitter, and I will add you, and you can also participate in the prediction league that kicks off this week. Now I think about it, so you can win a jersey at the end of the season, or a gift card, or I think you won the gift card this season. But yeah, that starts also this week, so you still have time. Yeah. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You actually did. So it's real. It's not a scam. It's only a not easy to win, I guess, because at times I don't give my predictions. But I'm not gonna lie, if I participated, I wouldn't be close. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
I kept
hard.
track once with my predictions, and I wouldn't be close. Maybe there was a period where I had like 3 or 4 in a row, and then it was like nothing until the end of the season. It was completely up. Maybe the win, L or draw, but the result wise, no shot. I was never close. But that's for the members. So also for the other members who are rewatching it, because more became members. People who are not in the live chat, but just in general, if you're rewatching it, reach out and I will add you to it as well. Gio said he was born in England, so, but still, like
Maybe
O'Reilly, maybe it's
grandpa.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
or is that, yeah, it's, I don't know, but I mean that I think today, like the Belgian, like Lukaku, and if you hear the names, you wouldn't think they're Belgian, but well, they're born here, so they're
Yeah,
Belgian,
but
I guess.
maybe,
Like
as he
I
said,
like
he was
my
born in England. Maybe his grandpa is
oh, like
Danish,
that,
and
like pure,
yeah,
but his
yeah,
name, like my nationality is Belgium as well, so.
yeah.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter that he's Danish. All that matters is if we actually sign him that he's useful. Is he better than Douglas Luiz? Probably not, but will he be more useful than Doug? I think that's the most important thing, because Douglas Luiz is not proven to be useful because it's not being played, it's not being used, so it's pointless. So maybe an O'Reilly will be played and will have an impact because he gets the opportunity to make an impact, So that will be, I think, a positive. I guess again, like if he comes in, I'll give him a shot. I'll give him a shot because I don't know much. That's different to, like, for example, when we said Kelly, I watched Kelly in the Premier League. When he came in, I was like, no, he's not good. So that I had already a mindset going into it. With O'Reilly, I don't. So if we sign him, only time will tell. He will prove me right or wrong when it comes to this club. His mother is Danish, says someone. So
Yeah, and
there's
by the way,
that.
it's
We
important
resolved that one.
because the EU, the EU rules, the Italian EU signings
Yeah,
stuff.
as well. Yeah. We'll see. I think that's why the way it's shaping up right now, right? Douglas Luiz out, Nico out. You sign um, O'Reilly and maybe Vega if something happens at the end of the market, and maybe Jadon Sancho is still waiting on Juve, and you get Jadon Sancho in. I think that's. I don't see any surprises, and if it is, it's not going to be a fun surprise because you will get Cristante or something like that. Like that is
Oh
the
my God.
surprise. those are the names towards the end. Players teams want to get rid of, and you're desperate, and you take. Like we are desperate to move out certain players. So it works
I
both
don't want
ways.
an Italian called Brian, please. I don't want.
Okay. Yeah, that was worst case scenario, but you never know. Jurgen is saying what will we do if Yildiz is injured for a long time? Well, we discussed that, Jurgen. We are in trouble. Like it's
Yeah.
it's basically, and you need to be honest with that. Can you replace Yildiz? No. Like I don't think we have the funds to replace Yildiz or like have a backup that's as good enough. But you just need to be honest. Like Bremer, we're in trouble. That's just the honest truth, and we can talk about it for 5 streams. It's a reality. I think everybody at the club knows that's what it is. So that maybe is a good thing that we try to when you bring in Colomani, you have options. Maybe he plays behind the striker, in possession, out possession. You go back to your normal situation, I guess. If Yul is injured, well, you switch it up, and Colomani can like. You need to have some options. Somebody early on in the chat said, "Remember, Milik is still at the club." I do.
No,
I do remember.
I don't
remember because
like.
somebody told me today.
So what is he doing now? Is he training with the team or what's
No,
going
I
on?
don't think so. I think he's injured, so I don't think he's
God.
training with the team.
It's like 1.5
think he's
years
training.
almost.
Bremer is back before him. Actually insane.
Yeah.
My crazy thought for him for Bangula replacement was Chiesa back, explosive and less injury risk if he has a bench. He's bench play. Yeah, but his wages are extremely high, and I don't think he wants to come back to Italy. To be honest, he's been linked with a move to Italy all summer. But I was like, if any of you, at journalist wise, ask Chiesa to if he wants to come back, because I don't think he's built like that. I think he wants to prove himself at Liverpool. If that makes sense or not, I don't know. You can ask Liverpool fans, but I don't think he wants to come back to Italy. So
funny thing. I just talked with a Liverpool fan, and he said that Chiesa is staying.
I think he's staying as well because he doesn't want to leave. I don't think Liverpool are gonna force him out. But yeah, the competition is it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think Liverpool fans care, to be honest. I think I want to be in that situation that I have maybe Isak coming from the bench, have Salah and like I'm blanking everywhere. Who the hell did like? I wanted to have those options. So if I am that situation, if I know my club can spend 140 million for Isak, then I wouldn't care about money because the club doesn't care about money. Like they're spending insane money. So
I don't want Chiesa.
No, I don't want old things back as well. Like, but that goes for anyone. That has nothing to do with Chiesa in general. Just, he threw us under the bus after his goal with his comments.
Yeah.
What did he say? Because I cannot. No,
he said that he didn't train in Juventus for 3-4 weeks before he joined Liverpool, and the beginning was hard and la la la.
No, the injuries he picked up had nothing to do with not having a preseason. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's not. And he actually trained. He was just on his own. So it wasn't that he was sit on a sofa for like 2-3 weeks. He trained. Intensity-wise, maybe, but he got injured. And then better players were in front of him at Liverpool. So that's weird. It's a weird comment. But, I mean, it's not. Chiesa will be option C. Would sign him in a heartbeat. He also wants to play for. Yeah, but if he wants to play for a World Cup, then he's not saying the things like "I want to stay at Liverpool," like, or the news would have come out that he's pushing for a move. I don't think he really cares. And to be honest, looking at the Italy team, it's not hard to get into that team. Yeah, like the team is not good. Like Italy do not have a good team, and up front, like
are they gonna make it? Yeah, I don't know if
that's
they're gonna
one.
make the World Cup.
No, I would agree. Like most likely not. Like recent past says no, they're not gonna make it. That's one. And two, like look at the options up top. They're not good. They're actually not good. So I don't think it's tough for him. What are your thoughts on what to do if you lose the first 5? Jesus. Well, you will get sacked, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's not going to happen, that we're going to lose our 5. What would I do? I don't know what I will do, but what I can tell you the club will do is they will sack Tudor on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not going to happen. And not only that was a year ago. What were his excuses from January till May? Yeah, he wasn't good enough. Like he played in the FA Cup against like the bottom team in Championship, and he was horrible. Like it was so bad that Liverpool fans were asking him to be sub, and they already were playing with the subs. So he also needs to look at himself. But he scored. I hope he does well. I have nothing against Chiesa. I don't think anyone has anything really against Chiesa. So. Let me see. I was checking if there was any real news, but no news. So I think we're gonna basically call it a day, even though a lot of people are watching still for a Sunday night. Appreciate everyone watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, I will be live, or we will be live, whatever, if there's breaking news. If not, it's gonna be more for Tuesday, and a call-in show will probably be on Thursday this week again. For people who wanted to call in last week and didn't have a shot, it will probably be on Thursday, the call-in show, and then we will build up towards match day on Sunday. Actually, I will ask you that question before we move on, because we play Sunday, so we're not going to do a live preview on Saturday. So what is your expectation for Sunday, for Parma at home?
I want to be optimistic. I think it's going to be like a 3-1 or something.
Ooh,
We're gonna get things rolling, and we're gonna enjoy the game, and finally we can watch a game like calmly, and everything will work. And I want to be optimistic for now, and then we will see.
are you confident? Because I'm gonna do my prediction video with Julian, as always, the first week of September after the window is shut. Yeah, we played 2 games, but the window is open, so it doesn't really make sense. But for now, are you optimistic, confident for the season? Do you have a good feeling, a bad feeling?
I think we're gonna make top
Depending on
4,
what your
which
expectation. Okay, that
that
that was
that
my
should
next
be
question.
default. That would be default, but other than that, I don't know if we can do much more. Even if we sign, if we sign a good left-footed center back, then and Vega, I like Vega, and I want him back really bad, but I don't think he would make a big difference in
I
order for
agree.
us to fight for anything.
I agree with that.
So yeah, top 4, and then let's see, because I don't believe in Milan. I believe in Roma more than Milan, to be honest, to be up there.
Ooh,
And then
for me, it's the other way around.
Inter. Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will see. And Inter, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be up there for some reason. I just don't think a Romanian coach could do anything, to be honest with you, as a Hungarian. Yeah, so that's that. And yeah, I think Napoli will run away with it.
That I do
So
agree
yeah,
with. Don't want to spoil my predictions, but I can't agree. But we'll see. I will do my preview on Saturday. I will release it on Saturday. Maybe things will change up to that point. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because it's not been the best of, or the window we were expecting, especially outgoings. I think that's where front or me are the most frustrated with. So I'm
yeah.
just happy football is back, and we can see. We're gonna do. Somebody's saying for the second time, and I'm not ignoring you because it was a bit too late later on in the show. Monaco is selling Zakaria to Al Ahly for 45 million. That cannot be right. We have some
Yes.
percentage. We have a percentage, if I can recall, but 45 million. That cannot be correct, right?
Yeah,
Is that real?
Romano tweeted it.
No way.
Romano,
45
45
million
million
euros.
package. Yeah.
That's insane. Is it done?
How? I don't get it. Yeah, it's not done.
Zakaria is- Oh my god. Because I never disliked Zakaria, but
Yeah.
that no. What is our percentage? Probably like 10% or something, maybe less.
Yeah, we don't know. I checked our chat as well, but we don't know.
I cannot. I remember that it was mentioned, but I cannot recall.
I remember something 15, but I could be wrong. Something 15 is in my head, but I don't know.
I will take everything at this point, right? So we'll take it.
Yeah,
we'll take it. Maybe we can sign a player then. Who knows? But yeah, people, we're gonna wrap this one up. Appreciate everyone joining in for the Sunday night over here for us. And then yeah, as always, like the video, subscribe. New members, reach out, and I will add you this week. Important. You can do the prediction league. What you need to remember me, I will do tomorrow. If I wrote it down, but I'm probably gonna forget for some reason. So you're my agenda on this one. But yeah, if nothing is breaking, then I will be back live on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Ciao.